With this one, we're looking at writing an equation that passes through these 2 points. This is going to be a linear equation. So we're going to first need to determine what the slope of these 2 lines are, or excuse me, these 2 points. So we'll calculate the slope. Our formula for slope is this one. This is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Well, we don't know which one's y2 and which one's y1 yet, so we need to label some here. So let's bring in our labels. Now you'll notice on this one, this is my x value, this is my y value. Now I chose this one to be my x1 and my y1. I could have chosen this one to be my x1, this one my y1, this one to be my x2 and y2. It doesn't really matter what order you do them in, so long as if this one's your x1, this one has to be your y1. In other words, we can't do x1, y2, that doesn't work. All right, so we'll do this one now. Now all we're really going to do is plug it into this formula here. So I've got y2 minus y1. All right, so y2 is negative 9 minus 5. So I'll type that into my equation right here, negative 9 minus 5. Next, I need to do my x's. I've got an x2 minus x1. x2 is 10, x1 is 3. I'm just plugging these in. 10 minus 3. All right, now I can simplify this. Negative 9 minus 5 is negative 14. 10 minus 3 would just be 7. All right, now negative 14 divided by 7 is negative 2. M, remember, is our slope. So when we're plugging it into our equation, that's our M portion. Our equation is our slope-intercept form. This is our y equals mx plus b. So now we know what M is. M is right here. It's negative 2. We're going to plug that in for M. So we'll plug that in right now. All I did is instead of writing M, I wrote my negative 2 because I know what M is. Now, okay, we've got to determine what our B value is. If we determine what our B value is, now we have this equation, this thing that we're looking for. So we've got to determine what our B value is. In order to do that, well, I know an X and a Y value. I've got an X and a Y value here. I also have an X and a Y value here, so I could use either one of these 2 points. It doesn't matter which one you use. You'll get the same answer as long as you calculate it correctly. I'm going to choose this one just because it's the one on the left, but you could have chosen the second one. That would work just the same. Well, my x value here is 3. So when I rewrite this one, I need to write 3 in here for x. My y value is 5, so instead of writing y, I'm going to write 5. I'm just plugging these 2 in. These 2 will allow me to see what my b value is. Okay, so now we'll just finish this off. We've got negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. And then this is just 5. So now we need to get our b all by itself. So we're going to add 6 to both sides. We find out that b equals 11. All right, well, our equation that we're looking for is the slope-intercept form. So this is y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to take this negative 2, plug that in for m. I'll do that first. And I know what my b value is. I just found that down here, so I'm going to write that in for my b value. And that's my answer. So first we need to calculate the slope. After we get the slope, we're going to pick one point, doesn't matter which one, plug that into our equation here to find b. Then we've got our full equation. This would be my final answer.